Mabuhay guys, this is Marches and I'm back here in the studio to do a quick comparison between the Why Not 0.2 and the Kobe 4 Protro. So before anything else, I would just like to remind you guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Like this video afterwards. The road to 5K, almost there. Like I promised, when we reach 5K, I'll be doing some raffling and I'll be giving away some stuff. So let's do it. So here are the two hottest shoes out right now. The Kobe 4 Protros, which is a very controversial shoe right now, and the Why Not 0.2 by Russell Westbrook from Jordan brand. So if you want a more detailed look on these two shoes, I'll put the link up here for the full performance review of each shoe. Right now, I'll just be comparing performance side, the upper, the traction, and the cushion, which really is very important, especially to me. Let's start off with the upper. For the Kobe 4 Protros, it has a synthetic leather upper with some plastics on the toe box area, and here on the side is the flywire, the first generation flywire. On the heel tab is plastic. Overall, full synthetic. So as for me, for the materials of the Kobe 4 Protros, no complaints at all. It's very supportive. You can see this one, the synthetic here on the side. It's very supportive. What's nice about the leather too of the shoe, it's very thin, it's very breathable. Overall structure of the Kobe 4 Protros is pretty nice. As for the upper, there's a lot of people commenting about what happened to Kuzma, where he twisted his ankle wearing these Protros. For me, when I saw the video, I think he didn't really lace up tightly with the force that he made when he was about to jump. But I saw the lateral upper moving sidewards because it wasn't tightly laced. I didn't think it was the cushion. A lot of people was commenting that it was the cushion that bottomed. It was the cushion that gave in, and I really don't think I saw the material going out like this. So that's for me, but I don't know about you guys. A lot of people think it's the cushion, but for me, from my perspective, I saw that his laces wasn't too tight because most of the NBA players are taped and it's really hard. So some don't really tighten their shoelaces, like what happens to KD all the time. His shoe always comes out of his foot because it's not really tightly laced. So I almost see KD losing his shoe most of the time just by running down the court. That's my point of view. I'm just sharing my 2 cents on that. For overall upper, I think it's very supportive. You just have to tighten your laces to avoid what happened to Kuzma. The heel support, very nice too. Heel lockdown is also there. Comparing it to the upper of the Why Not 0.2, look at my Why Nots full of scratches already. So I've been using this. One of my favorites to hoop in. So for the upper of the Why Nots, it's mesh upper with synthetic leather and nubuck all throughout the shoe. Some plastic buckles here on the strap. As for support, very supportive, especially when you tighten the mid part of the shoe where there's straps in it. You'll feel very locked down. Lateral support is awesome. Also, this fused material on the toe box prevent it from tearing. As for the heel part of the shoe, heel lockdown support is also awesome. There's an external heel protection here. Inside is double padded, so ankle protection is also good in this shoe. Overall, support wise, very good. I like the support that I felt here in the Why Nots, especially it's a mid-cut. So as for the support of the two shoes, I think it's a tie. It really depends on your preference because this is a mid and this is a low. So if you're more of a low-cut hooper, of course Kobe 4 Protros. And if you want more ankle protection, go with the Why Nots. But as for support, I'll give it a tie. So let's move on to the cushion of the shoe. It's a full-on injected phylon with a zoom unit in the heel. The injected phylon is very nice, very plush. Impact protection is also good, especially there's a zoom unit at the back. On the forefoot, plush, and at the same time, court feel and responsiveness is very good in the Kobe 4 Protros. The Why Nots is also, I think, injected phylon all throughout, but the main difference is it's kind of higher. So court feel isn't that nice here, but still very responsive shoe. The sacrifice for court feel is because there's a zoom unit here in the forefoot, which is very bouncy. Especially on your second jump, you can really feel it. And as for the heel cushion, look at how chunky it is. Impact protection is also amazing. And what I like about the cushioning setup of the Why Nots is it's decoupled. So heel to toe transition is also very good when you're running down the court. It feels really smooth. I really like that feeling. Of course, the bounciness here on the forefoot is really nice. You can really feel it because the injected phylon here in the forefoot is really plush. Plus, it's an uncaged zoom unit. Personally, I like the Why Not 0.2. For you hoopers out there who likes court feel and court feel is their priority, go with the Kobe 4 Protros. Now let's move on to the traction of the shoe. Full herringbone pattern traction with some translucent parts, while the Why Nots with this colorway is a solid rubber outsole with circular traction, which is Russell Westbrook's number. For my pair, this is an Asia release, so this is an XDR rubber, which is really good. It has very hard rubber all throughout, and traction is amazing in these. Clean court, very beastly. Stop on a dime, very squeaky. On a dusty court, it's still very good. And what's nice about it, it doesn't pick up a lot of dust. So I was playing with this in a very dusty court and I was still gripping. No issues. It's a major thing that I love about the Why Nots. It's the traction. Very dependable traction. Especially when you're playing on a league game, you want to be on top of your performance. This is a very nice hoop shoe to have. Initially, the Kobe 4 Protos at home on a very clean floor, it was really sticky, it was gripping, but the downside of that is picks up a lot of dust. Gradually, when you keep on using it, I think there's a slight film on the Kobe 4 Proto. You need to break it in. After breaking them in, it gets better. Traction is very good also on a very clean court. On a dusty court, it picks up more dust compared to the Why Not 0.2. For me, as you know, I would choose the traction of the Why Not 0.2 because it's very good in all types of floor. As for sizing wise, go true to your size. But as you can see here, the Why Nots run a bit longer than the Kobe 4 Protos. And as for the width, it's kind of similar on the forefoot. I'm surprised at the heel part. The Why Nots is a bit wider. I thought it was narrower because of the shape, but it's wider than the Kobe 4 Protos. Another plus on the Kobe 4 Protos is it has a lateral outrigger, which is flat. Although it's the same width as the Why Not, but the Why Not is rounded, kind of concave, so it bends like that more. But it's also beneficial if you're doing fast movements when doing your first step because it's rounded, so the transition of your foot is very nice. But I wish that they put a flat lateral outrigger here for more stability, which is very nice on the Kobe 4 Protos. I think if you're a slasher, if you want to drive to the hoop more, Why Not 0.2 is better. If you're a shooter and if you want to stop on a pull-up and a J, better on the Kobe 4 Protos. Now here is the deal breaker. The pricing wise, this is 6,000 pesos while this one is 9,000 pesos. That's a 3,000 peso difference or $60 difference, so that's a very huge amount of money. This is quite expensive and this one is more of a budget signature shoe. So which shoe would I recommend? I love the Why Not 0.2, and for the price point, you won't go wrong with this. If you're on a budget, this is a very nice shoe to have in your bag. Very dependable, very nice upper, very supportive, very nice cushion, and of course, excellent traction. The Kobe 4 Protos is also a very nice performing shoe. The main downside for me on the Kobe 4 Protos is the traction. It's not that consistent, especially in a dusty court. It picks up dust comparing it to the Why Not 0.2. And of course, this is more expensive. This is one of the most expensive basketball shoe that is out now in the market. But if you're a fan of Kobe and if you want low cut and good court feel, and if you have the budget, you can buy the Kobe 4 Protos. But for me, Why Not 0.2? I know for a lot of hoopers, the deal breaker for the Why Not 0.2 is the court feel. The court feel is not that good because of the large zoom air in the forefoot, and the cushion is kind of thick, which I'm not complaining because I love good cushioning on the shoe. And it's still very responsive. So it really depends on you what your priority is, if it's the cushion, the traction, or the court feel. And of course, the shoe should be supportive. As for the weight, this feels heavier, especially it's double padded here, and it's a mid cut. This is a low cut. It's a very light shoe. So let's measure them up. So while we're measuring it, for wide footers, go half a size down for both shoes. And don't worry, it has a tongue lacing system, so it's easily adjustable. So let's measure up the Why Nots. It's 465 grams. For the Kobe 4 Protos, it's 390, so around 70 grams difference. Not that much, and actually you won't feel it when you're hooping because how good the fit of the Why Nots. Well, that's my opinion for my foot. We have different feet, but for me, the Why Nots has a very nice fit. So that's it on my comparison video between the Kobe 4 Protos and the Why Not 0.2. I hope I helped you guys out. If you have any questions or any comments, leave it down below. Don't forget to like again this video and share it to your friends. Thank you for the support. This has been Mark Chess once again, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.